Two old people on the couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. It is the weekly wrap-up, and I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and here we are on the couch. What you got going on?
Oh, man, I had a rough day today.
You did have a rough day.
And we're starting late. Because
we are.
I stayed about 2 hours late at work today. And I got about maybe go in tomorrow on Saturday and just do about 3 more hours of work, and I'll have it all done for the next two weeks.
2 weeks. Well, cool.
So that's good. And I think we should start out by having a wonderful breakfast at Sid's. What do you think?
I think we should.
Because I work 2 extra hours, so
you should.
I'll take the extra money and we'll just go out and we'll have a whale of a good time. And I got free donuts. And the kids said you work way too hard, Mr. Mark. They said, and I said, and they said Merry Christmas, lot. So the kids made it a fantastic day. You know, the kids made it a fantastic. They were messy.
They were messy.
And the teachers.
Well, the teachers were messy.
Teachers were messy too. But that's a different story.
Yeah, that is.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
all my
to everybody.
Co-workers out there. So we got that. We're not going to say that anymore. What do you want to start out with?
I want to start out with the fact that you're not in Christmas pajamas.
Okay. You want to go out
I
for
do.
that real
No.
quick?
Why aren't you in Christmas pajamas?
Because Michael Strahan said the 2 key things. He said that the earth was fragile. Looking down, he was like, the earth is fragile. And we knew he was going to say that, right? And it's what they're doing that space thing for. And then he also said, what else did he say? He
said that the Blue Origin
this
is not
hilarious.
Using any emissions.
Yeah.
Because the byproduct of what they're sending the rocket up as is water.
Right.
And he said that Blue Origin's mission is to send all of our industry up to space.
Yeah, there's no...
And that's going to save the planet.
There's no carbon emission to build everything and get it situated into place. And all the cars and trucks and man hours to get it prepped again. Yes. Takes, they don't think of that.
No.
In fact, I think we're sending Ned. Ned. We're sending my twin triplet brother to space on Blue Origin.
On Blue Origin.
We're taking our money and we're sending Ned. And he'll give his perspective of it all. Okay. But it's kind of funny. Do you want to go out and see him actually say it, though?
Yeah, Michael Strahan.
All right, here we go. Something. But hold on. I'm going to
get to say to Stray before
get it out here. Hold on. Stand by, everybody. We don't want to bore the people.
Back one.
All right, here we go.
And it shows you how fragile and how small of a part of you are of something that may seem significant like Earth, but Earth is fragile and small itself in the grand scheme of things. So it kind of sets your perspective in a totally different way.
I don't know. Whatever. Here we go. And then the other one is...
and all this, but still...
Okay, here we
go. Looking at taking all these resources and all these industries that stress Earth and moving a lot of them to space. Because, we are kind of tapping out and maxing out what we're doing here. That's why the rockets are reusable. There are no carbon emissions. It's just water, that comes from the byproduct of all of this. And so what they're doing is, in a lot of ways, trying to save the planet by going outside of the planet. And I had a better understanding of that sitting with the engineers and sitting, with former astronauts who...
Okay.
That's what he said.
So, it's gonna...
Yeah.
Listen.
So, you're not in your pajamas.
Yeah, I'm safe because I knew it.
Yeah, you did know
the whole Blue Origin thing is to push the weather thing.
The weather thing.
Now, listen, because as a business person, you're like going, okay, it's getting a little bit too, we're getting taxed too much here in America. So let's move our stuff over to China, right?
Yes.
Because they don't care about
any of that stuff.
The weather. No. So if we can make it cheaper over there, right? And then we're like, hey, why don't we take all the resources that we have to gather on Earth
and send them up to space.
Blast them all up into space.
Make
the product
and blast it back down to
and
Earth.
Yeah, come on, people. They're not going to do that anywhere viably in the next 100 years.
No, and it's not going to save anything.
It's not going to save anything. This whole Blue Origin thing is to prove only one thing, so people can sit down and they talk about the CC, as we like to call it, the weather. There you go, people.
There you go.
I am safe.
You are
I
safe.
am pajamaless.
You will not be in your pajamas.
No. Ha! So, and then the only other thing I got is, you know how you talk? I'm a common sense kind of person, right?
Yeah.
I talk to you with common sense, right?
Yes.
Everybody with common sense. Most of the people, but Karen.
Yeah.
You were looking at her already. Karen, man, we fight all the time because she does not have any common sense. Yeah. And so I want to try to show you how it's like to talk to a person. Yeah, a liberal. And it's also kind of like watching the Biden administration at work.
Yes, at work.
You know, so let's watch this and then I'll talk about it.
Okay.
So first we're going to go back. It's going to go to Michael Strahan first. So everybody just relax.
Been there several
Oh,
times.
here we go.
Hi, can I help you?
I need to hang some shelves in my garage, so I'm looking for wood, nails, and a really good hammer.
Well, you're in luck, ma'am. We have the finest assortment of wood and nails.
And a really good hammer.
Hammers we don't carry.
You don't sell hammers?
May I?
By all means, please.
Francis, this is a hardware store, isn't it?
Yep,
And you don't sell hammers.
correct, sir. Never have, never will.
Francis, the word hammer is in the name of your store.
Not sure where you're going with this.
Okay, what would you use to hammer in a nail, let's say?
Excellent question. Take this baby. It's almost sort of like a hammer.
That's a screwdriver.
Wow, somebody knows their tools. Okay, let's say this was your nail. Now you see it. Now you don't.
That's not gonna work for me.
No kidding. See, when it comes to customer experience, almost sort of is not good enough. To get the job done right, Francis, you need to have the complete set of tools. Only CX1 has the complete.
Okay.
All right.
So CX1, there you go. You get some free advertisement. Good commercial.
Yes.
I don't know what CX1 is, so maybe it's a bad commercial because I have no idea
What they do.
But it does show you how whenever you just try to talk common sense to somebody and say like, hey, you know, if you print money, inflation's going to go up, right?
Yeah.
That's what you talk about,
Yes.
right? And people are like,
Well,
I don't know.
How does that work?
Get a screwdriver, you know?
Yeah.
But the same thing, and that's how, me
Yeah,
and
it is to talk to Karen.
Yeah, go somewhere too, Karen. All right, she's getting,
Is she getting kind of jumpy
she's
with you?
getting chippy with me already, saying that's not how she is. That's not how she is. And we gotta find her a good conservative man. But she likes, she's very liberal. But she likes conservative men because, they're alpha males.
Yeah.
And the ladies like the alpha males, but yet, so we got to teach her and train her. Listen, the guy's going to be in charge.
Yeah.
And the guy doesn't like to wear, masks. He doesn't like to he likes to get after stuff and not worry about, we don't have time to worry about all the stuff going on. Got to get stuff done, and when you ain't wearing the mask and stuff like that. But that's how it goes. All right.
Okay.
What do you got going on other than that? Do you want me to go out to the news?
No, we don't have any news.
All right, but
Because the news is all about...
I do. I do
wait,
have the news.
wait. Because the news is all about how bad it is and how we need to cancel
I got some
our
good
Christmas
news.
plans. No, it's all bad. It's all saying
That's what the
how bad it is
Okay.
and how
Listen, this is
we're
the
going to have
couch.
to
though.
cancel our plans.
This is the couch.
Okay, you
All
tell
right,
me some
the
good
couch.
news.
The fake news is doing all that stuff,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Now let me get to the real news.
Okay.
So over in India, they had some really bad laws that passed that were really hurting the small farmers. And all them bearded guys, right? They got on their, their tractors with all the bling and everything.
Yeah.
And they started shutting down. They started parking them on railroad tracks. They started shutting down highways. And they stood up for themselves. They took on the man. And they won.
The BG?
Bill G. That's been trying to buy up all the property and all the farms over there and everything, and buy it here also, right? And implement his like printed food. I don't know.
Printed food.
Whatever. But they said no, it's going to crush a small business, small farmers.
Yeah.
And they won.
Oh.
They got rid of the draconian laws, and it shows that if you come together and go up against the man, you can win.
Oh.
So they dropped those laws. The farmers are happy. Now, we don't know how, it might just be to make them happy for a while. Until they just crush us all. But right now, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Then you get up to Colorado. And the governor of Colorado dropped the mask mandates. Now, I have probably a reason for that. You've got Aspen, Beaver Creek, Vail, Crested Butte.
Yes, it's
all those
time.
rich people, right? It's skiing time, and the restaurants, and everybody, and the young kids, they want to get out and they want to have fun. They want to go to the bars.
And they probably want the tourism.
So all of a sudden, it snowed up there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It snowed, and boom, mask mandate is done.
Yeah.
And then the guy said, we don't even care about the jibby jab. We don't, don't worry about it. He goes, the Omicron ain't that bad.
Oh, cool.
He goes, Omicron, the governor of Colorado, who's a Democrat, props to you, man. I'm giving him props.
Oh, okay.
Because he finally just gave up with the silliness. He knows.
Yeah.
He goes, the mask, don't worry about it. The jibby jab, don't worry about it. This Omicron is nothing, he said. And he goes, by the way, we've been giving it out free. If you haven't got it, that's your, he goes, I think you should. But, he goes, if you don't have it, that's fine. Go on with your life. And, you might be worse off. But, we gave you the chance. So we're not worried about that anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's done.
Because the news says it's just horrible.
I know.
Bad.
But if you look at the actual facts, and you look at Oklahoma, you look at Texas, you look at Florida, you look at all these people that gave this up a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I do think it's the pressure from the rich people that want to get to Colorado and start doing, they like to wear, I don't even know how they stay warm. I can't even talk. Warm. They've got like, their jackets and stuff are all thin because they want to look sexy. The girls want to look sexy, so they freeze. Yeah. They literally don't dress right, but you don't ever see them cold, right? Because you girls, and you were a twirler, right? And you used to go out in your bikini.
Yeah, I did.
And twirl in the middle of freezing weather.
In
so
December.
I don't know, you girls will sacrifice to look sexy.
Yeah. All right.
So I got that in the news. We shouldn't say that anymore. We got. So I went over that. And
You did everything.
Okay.
You did
but
everything.
So there's good news.
Okay.
It's just not the news that
the news is telling you.
The Biden administration wants you to hear.
Yeah.
So the fake news, which is right across NBC, right across from the United Nations, right? And they said no, fear. But it's funny. One Democrat has already started to crack. Now you still got California. They won't crack.
No, they won't crack.
And you got
in
New York.
They won't
crack. But everyone in between is having a rip roaring good time. So good for you.
All right.
Everybody have a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Grumpy Grandpa might. I want to do one Saturday.
You're gonna do
I'm
one.
not going to promise because every time I promise, but I'm going to do one tomorrow. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So should we get out of here?
Let's get out.
Keep
of
it
here.
short.
Yeah.
All right. So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.